neighbor. How are you today? Sorry about all the noise. But that noise kind of reminds me of something that I think about fairly often when I'm working out in the shop. And that's a verse from the book of Matthew, verse 22, chapter 22, verse 39. And it says this: "And a second is like it, meaning a commandment, you shall love your neighbor as yourself." So something I think about when I'm out in the garage is just a simple way of how maybe I can love my neighbor. And that's trying to reduce my noise reduction. I tend to keep the doors and windows closed even on a hot day, just so nobody has to hear it all day long. I've checked with them to make sure that they're okay with me working in the day or sometimes late into the hours of night. But I think it's important for us as believers to think about what that means and how we can love our neighbors. Our neighbor isn't just the guy across the street or down the road. Our neighbor can be everybody that we come into contact to each and every day. A lot of times people are hurting, they're lonely, they're broken, they're confused. And as believers, we have the hope of Christ that we can offer to them, whether it be just a helping hand, a kind word, maybe it's a listening ear. There are countless ways, as many people as there are on the planet, there are ways to love them. So I would encourage you, as you go about your day, doing whatever it is that you do, think about how you can make an impact on your neighbors. A stupid, simple way is for me to try to not be annoying to them when I'm working. But there are so many other ways that we have and can and should love our actual physical neighbors, but also those around us. People need the love of Jesus, and as believers, we're called to be the hands and feet going out and serving them, those that need to hear the most what the gospel has, what Jesus has for them. Hope, forgiveness of sins, and salvation in Him. So again, I'd encourage you, how can you love your neighbor today and every other day as well? And remember, what's the key word? Love. So go ahead and love your neighbor.